Now we'll see the closed loop pulsating heat pipe over here. So this is actually the simulation which is already the iterations which are already performed. Now I will go with the what actually has been followed for obtaining these particular things that will go on discuss. Right now we say the time step taken is 0.0001 and number of time steps I have taken here at 300, but I have done this in steps. So say once I am giving 300, so after that again I am 300 nothing. So this is I have done so many times. So this is based upon this we have got this numbers of iterations. So if you go for the numbers of iteration which are available right now, you can observe it is somewhere around 25,000 iterations has been performed right now. So more number of iterations are also required because to have this complete visualization of these things. Now before going further, I will discuss with the geometry of this closed loop pulsating heat pipe. Now I have with respect to the earlier cases of geometry, I have made some slight variation in here as far as the earlier geometry was concerned. Now in this case, as you observe, some helical turns are there in the evaporator section as well as some helical turns in the condenser section. The why I have taken the helical turns in condenser and evaporator section is to have more amount of heat transfer that should takes place in the condenser section. That's why this particular shape has been selected. Now while preparing this particular geometry, I will discuss one by one. This is sketch 3 and sketch 4. So actually this for getting this helical turns, the sketches are actually utilized. So that is actually done through the sweep operation. So this particular turns are obtained from that particular cases. Then I have joined these two parts with the help of a sweep, or we say first one the mirror is done, then skin with the help of skin loft operation these two parts are joined. So this is how the geometry has been created. So there are some different planes where I have selected in order to have evaporator section, in order to have condenser section. So that say this is actually used for separating the condenser section. I have taken larger area for condenser section so as to have, we say the area should be larger for condenser in order to transfer heat to the fluid which is available in the condenser. So the next thing is we are taken some other planes also, like plane 8, plane 8. Now next one, if you observe here, the diameters of this particular heat pipe are taken as 2 mm. So if you observe this sketch 2, you can observe it is diameter is 2 mm. So based upon this we say this particular drawing has been produced. Now this is at so many places I have done this slice. Why slice has been done? In order to differentiate the geometry. Say this is the part which I was supposed to be a heater, this is the part which is supposed to be the condenser section. And why I split out this geometry, slice out this geometry, it is because I want this complete section to be of water. So this can be better understood with this particular section, like say if I'm selecting this, it will show water. So I expect this to be a water, I expect this to be a air. So actually this was so many parts was there, but I have reduced this to form a new part. So this is required as far as the next part is concerned, because while creating while applying the boundary condition, that time it's quite difficult if you are having more number of bodies. So that makes it to apply the boundary condition at each and every body, so that makes it quite difficult, or we say it is cumbersome. So that's why I form into the single part, that one it is relates to water, second one relates to air. So this is regarding to the geometry creation. I will close this geometry so as to go for the next part. So sorry, so this is a next part. Here what I had done is I will show you the meshing part over there. So at meshing part, that will you will realize how the meshing is done. One thing has to be remember is I have done only the default meshing. I have not specified the fine meshing over here, because as per my system configuration it takes so much of time. So I want this results to be done within shorter duration of time. Still it will take some 7 to 8 days or performing some more than 50,000 iterations. So in order to reduce the time required for this particular case, I use the default meshing instead of using a fine kind of meshing or customized meshing. So this will be part. Now the meshing will open. Just we have to wait. Before that, So solution animation, I have created two different windows: contours of volume fraction water, contours of volume fraction steam. One thing has to remember, this the simulation is not complete yet, or the iterations are not complete yet, so I want this fluid to come this side also. So that is the part is remaining, but still we had very few iterations, so I think somewhere around 25,000 iterations only. So I required this iteration to be more than 50 or 60,000. In that cases probably this fluid flow pattern will be developed, but we have to wait for this much of particular iterations. Let us come back to the meshing part. Over here is this you can observe the name selection over here. So name selection, I mentioned two things: one, it is heater section; second one is a condenser section. So this much is the part where the heat will be rejected, and this much is the part where the heat will be we say taken from the heater. So the fluid subjected available here will be subjected to heating condition. And we say how the name selection can be done. It can be easily done by just selecting your part, right click, you will observe the country name selection. So based upon that you can specify whether it is your heater or whether it is your condenser section. So you can observe here in part of meshing also, like say I have specified the CFD, that the physics frequency has always be a CFD, and we say this is a default thing, and I have not changed the meshing size. Whatever the default meshing is, the same default meshing I use in order to reduce the time required for this particular operation. This is part of the meshing. You can observe it is a heater, you can observe it is a condenser section. So I will close this if it is okay with this one. I'm closing the meshing. So again coming back to our the fluid flow simulation. The fluid flow simulation over here. So this is contours of volume fraction water, this is contours of volume fraction steam. Now I just stopped this iteration because I want to show the how the fluid actually behaving in this particular case. That's why I stopped the iterations. I started this iteration I think yesterday before, so that's why you may observe it is 17, today is 18, but that might require time. So I will just play the solution animation here. So here it is, you can observe end frame Emerald 4020. Now what was the thing which I had done earlier was, in that case I have selected the temperature quite less, means saturation, sorry, the temperature was selected quite higher value, saturation temperature. Earlier I have selected this temperature at somewhere around 353, but we see it was taking so much time, so that's why I reduced this saturation temperature to 308. And based upon this we say I started iteration. So while observing this particular kind of simulation, you might see no such variation till it reaches to somewhere around 1800 or 1600. So as far as the simulation is concerned, so I will start this simulation here. So you can observe it is varying in the form of 40. So you can observe no change till it reaches to somewhere around 1600. So after 1600 you will observe the changes over here. So fluid flow pattern will be developed over there. So this will start I think now somewhere around 1600 it will start to be developed. So you can observe some region over here as well as the fluid flow simulation you are observing. So these things has to be the saturation temperature which we are specifying has to be remembered while performing this particular kind of the iteration, because this takes so much time. So you always need to ensure whatever you are doing is right or wrong. So this will end up now. Still we say that completely it is not developed. We need to more number of iterations to have this fluid flow to be completely developed. Same way I will draw with the animation 6, that is contours of volume fraction steam. I will again run this in terms of 40 range. So again here also you will not observe any kind of changes till it is reaches to somewhere around 1600. Once it is reaching to 1600, then you will observe some considerable variations the fluid flow which has been developed here. These things always have to be taken into consideration. The saturation temperature, how much you are specifying, that is important. Now you start observing the fluid flow is actually developed. So this is the kind of simulation we are actually results we are actually interested in. So this will last up to 4020 iterations, end frames. So this option like say this particular options are can be activated with the help of this tab over there which is provided. So again, one of the difficulties relates to the current number. Sometimes you might get the problem with respect to the current number, because sometimes it says the current number goes more than 250. In that cases the iterations are stopped. So you always have to be taken into consideration how much of your time step you are selecting. So right now my current number is very less, it is 0.254690. So it is quite less value. So I think with this I can go on continuing with more than 50 or 60,000 iterations quite easily. So in order to ensure that current number should not go more than this value, some things has to be taken into consideration. The time step that has to be selected properly, number of time steps also, that is in some cases that is also one of the concern. So you cannot go on taking somewhere arbitrary value like 2000, or again it depends on your system configuration also, but take somewhat lesser number of time steps, so like say 500, 400. So you might need to calculate it again and again, but that is quite good option as far as the problem of current number is concerned. So this is the thing which is I was interested in. Other thing, I will say some boundary conditions over there. The operating conditions which are specified is 40 pascals as a pressure, which I have selected. Next thing, one thing has to be remember is when you are selecting the model, so multi-phase model we have selected, energy equation is on, standard K epsilon we have taken. Regarding to the general materials, we have taken the water liquid, water vapor, air and copper as a material for this heat pipe. So regarding to this, and let us come to the boundary conditions. Now here you observe only 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 parts only. So if you are not form a single part in the geometry creation, then here you could observe some 10 to 15 kind of things. If you are not made form a new part in geometry in design modeler, so that may increase your task of entering the values at each and every case. So that is one of the difficulty we can have if you are not making or not making a single part over there. So you can observe some angle over here is mentioned as 45 degree, so 353 Kelvin as taken as a temperature for that particular case. So this is in general regarding to the closed loop pulsating heat pipe, where I have taken here the helical turns. The purpose basically here as a helical turn is to have more amount of heat transfer in order to prevent, we say, the dry out conditions. I expect this will we say prevent the dry out condition in closed loop pulsating heat pipe with what we used to observe in case of the arrangement which doesn't use helical arrangement, which uses simple we can say turns. So this is regarding to this particular iterations. Now I will start with okay, whatever the windows you have specified here, contours of volume fraction water, contours of volume fraction steam, it can be done in the solution animation, so you can set it over here. Now again we'll start with the calculations. I will go on doing this calculation again. So I will go on to calculate this, and again it will start. So this is how I'm actually doing in terms of 300 numbers of time step. So once this 300s are complete, I again start the same way used to calculate. So this is how I'm actually doing. So this will continuously go on having calculations. I expect this to be going somewhere around 50 or 60,000 at that time. I expect these results could be there. So again the current number is quite less value, so you can observe it as to 24,900 something. So I expect this to go more